Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome. I am going to be making a card using some distress spray stains. I've been trying to use some of my older craft stuff that I never pull out, and this is one of those products. So I've got 4 different colors here. I'll list them in the description. This is watercolor paper. Since this is a water-based medium, I wanted it to be watercolor. And I've got this cut to a slimline sized card. So this is 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. The finished card will be 8 1/2 by 3 1/2. But I wanted to make a slimline. I'm going to take a set that is a Christmas theme set, and I'm going to turn it into a Halloween theme. So I've sprayed this really well. I was trying to go for a nighttime spooky sky here. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit. I did something to my paper. I don't know what I did. I got some speckles on it, but it looks kind of cool. And then I'm going to take my paper towel here and just blot a little bit of the ink off because I got a little heavy-handed with it. But that's part of the fun, getting messy, and you can see my hands are stained. You could wear gloves if you want to. It washes off pretty easily, but it's just a fun thing to play with. And so I'm going to use my little heat tool to dry this a little bit. I'll let it air dry, but I wanted you to see a little bit of how it looks when it starts to dry. It will look a little bit different. And then I will come back here after it dries and make a card. So I am going to use a little bit of water as well. One of the things I love about distress products is the way that they kind of, you can take away from it, at least with these stains. So I'm going to finish blotting that off. And then, so if you apply water to it and then put a paper towel on top, it will pull that ink off. And I love that effect. That's one of my favorite effects about distress. The things, I've got this distress sprayer, that bottle I love. It's always on my table. And you leave it for a second and look how it pulls that color out. So you get just this really, really cool effect. That is something I've always loved about this product. So I'm going to let that dry. It's nice and dry. You can see we've got kind of a sky looking thing going on, which is what I was hoping for. And then I'm going to add this to my card base. I have gone ahead, I'm trying to get my adhesive going. I'm using a dry adhesive on watercolor paper because when I use liquid, I just don't think it adheres quite as well. And it takes a little bit longer to dry. It works as well, but it just takes a little longer to dry. So I like to use a dry adhesive when I've got watercolor paper. Sometimes it can kind of warp too. And so this just gives me, that adhesive gives me a really good stick. I'm going to add this to a piece of orange cardstock that is trimmed 1/8 of an inch larger. And then I will add this to another finished card base. And like I say, this is a Slimline. I still love Slimlines. I don't know if you're interested in Slimlines, if you're still making Slimline cards. I find them a lot of fun because you can create a big scene with them because there's more real estate, so to speak, to use on it. And so now I'm going to add this to a purple card base. I had a little bit of purple distress spray that I used, and so I thought I would add that in there as well. All right, so my card base is ready to go. This is a fun card to make, just quick and easy. I've got this is a Diamond Press's camper set. That camper was part of, it's like a Merry Christmas set, but there's a camper that you can color any color you want. So I turned it into kind of a Halloween themed camper. These other pieces are from an older Diamond Press Halloween set that they released last year. I'll link that name in the description. I don't know if it's still available, but I thought they went really well together. So I've got this little kitty cat to add, a little spooky cauldron bubbling up, and then I've got a witch flying through the air and a little pumpkin. So just super cute. So I had these little pieces that I had colored last year that I didn't use, and when I got the camper, I thought it would be fun to turn it into a Halloween themed card and pull that all together. So I've just added foam tape to those, gotten them where I wanted. This sentiment is from, I'm sure it's from Hero Arts, but I don't know. I think it was part of a monthly kit, that Happy Halloween. I was looking for a smaller sentiment to fit in that space. And then I'll add some more foam pieces to that. And this is a banner set from Stamps of Life. It cuts like, I'd say 8 to 10 banners, so it's great to add your sentiment on there. I've stamped it in black VersaFine ink, and then I'm going to add this to the top left of my card to create this happy Halloween. So maybe you bought this camper set. If you're a Diamond Press fan, you can turn it into any season that you want to. I've got this one little pumpkin. This is also from another older Diamond Press set, Halloween. And I'm going to add this in the window. You could add anything you wanted to in the window, but I thought a little pumpkin would be cute sticking out of there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this, using the technique of the distress spray. If you've got some, maybe pull it out and make a couple of backgrounds. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.